When we open the WyBoard Studio app, we are prompted to create a new project or open an existing one. Let's create a new project from scratch. We can select the root folder or just keep the default My Documents folder. Leave the default folder or create a new folder using Windows Explorer to store all the projects. Enter the name of the project and the application will create a subfolder with this name inside the folder selected above. Let's name the project as WyBoard First Project. Using the menu, the language can be changed. English and Portuguese are available. There are some other features that we will be talking about in this video or in another one. Here in the middle is the canvas. It's where we add text or images, and after that we are able to add animations to them. Let's add a text to the canvas. Click on the text button on the upper left side, select the font and drag it to the canvas. Modify the text, select color. We can rotate the text and there are other functions available in those buttons above or below it when the text or the image is selected. Text or image can be copied and pasted by using Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. We could also use the main menu to copy and paste. The undo function can be used by pressing Ctrl+Z or using the main menu. There is no limitations on the number of times the undo function could be used. Note that when we added the text, the app automatically added the WyBoard doodle animation. It can be seen in the timeline at the bottom or on the right side, which shows all text and images along with their animations. The timeline can be used to resize the duration of the animation, delete it or move it to another time. We can also do the same thing using the panel on the right side. Let's add an image. Click the Image button on the left panel. The image must be in our computer and then we navigate to the folder where it is located and add it to the canvas. The image and the text appear on the timeline at the bottom of the application and also the default WyBoard doodle animation is added automatically to it. We can use the timeline and click on the time, which is represented in seconds, until we reach the 1-minute mark where we have minutes and seconds. The current time is also displayed at the top of the screen above the canvas. By changing the time in the timeline will cause the canvas to be updated. Image and text might be blurred, indicating that it won't be visible at the selected time when the video is generated. It gives us some kind of preview, which might be important also when using features like the move animation, where it will show us the exact position of the image or text on the canvas at a particular time. Obviously, the preview button should be used to give us a clear picture of how the video will look like, and we will talk about this feature in a moment. Let's modify the start time and the amount of time of the animations for the text and image using the timeline at the bottom. Now let's add another animation to both the text and the image. Click on the text and use the right panel, then click the plus icon to add the animation. Select the type of the animation as fading out. Enter the start time of the animation in the From field as well as define the end of this animation. Click OK to add the animation. Now let's add an animation to the image. Click on the image to have it selected. Click on the plus icon on the top right-hand side to add the animation. Select the type of animation to be resize. Enter the start time of the animation in the From field as well as define the end of this animation. Click on the little icon that will copy the width and height of the animation as the start size. Let's increase the size of the image, and once we have the desired size for the end of the animation, we click on the other little icon to have the program copy and set the end width and height of the image. Click OK to add the animation. The resize animation usually requires some adjustment. We need to use the timeline and go to the start of the resize animation and make sure the image is in the proper place. Once we do that, we are good to go. The timeline at the bottom can be used to confirm how the animations look like. It can be adjusted if necessary. Using the timeline to change the time gives us an idea of what will happen when the video is generated. On the top left side, there are other two functions. One allows us to access the recent images that we have previously used in a quick way. The other option we will cover now is the image library that comes with the application. We have arrows, lines, squares, rectangles, circles, and ellipses. Let's add a rectangle. Drag and drop it to the canvas. The image is black. Let's edit it by double-clicking on it, then select Replace Color and choose another color for it. Note that the default whiteboard doodle animation was also added to it. We now can use the preview button to see how the animation looks like. Once we are happy, click on the Export Video button. Select the output file destination or just keep the suggested path and file name. Select the video resolution. Let's select High Definition. Choose the frames per second, usually 24 or 30 are okay. The program will suggest the start and end time based on the last animations. The end time can be changed if desired. Click the OK button to generate the video in MP4 format. Just wait a few minutes depending on the size and time of our video. Once it's done, we will have our video with all text, images, and animations. Please don't forget to save your project so that you can open it and modify it later. Let's navigate to the location where the MP4 video has been created. It is right there.